Hi everyone, thanks for joining us for another creative aging program. This program and kit has been brought to you by Collective Pueblo, so thanks again Melissa for making this kit for us. We're going to be making a fishtail keychain today, so we have the supplies for that here. And then also included in your kit is some of this green paracord and some more rings to make yourself a clover knot keychain. I'm not going to demo the clover knot keychain here. I can do it, but I can't do it if I'm not watching a video while I'm doing it. So what I'm going to go ahead and do instead is drop the video that I use to learn how to make a clover knot into the comments, and you can go ahead and watch that at your leisure to try and learn how to make a clover knot. The guy explains it far better than I could, and there's just so many steps I couldn't get them memorized, so I have to watch him do it while I do it. So watch that video at your own on your own time. And so let's go ahead and get started with this project with the fishtail braid. So what I've done is I've made a loop here and I have the ends together, and then what I'm going to do is loop that over a dowel or a pencil. I'm just using a pencil here so that the loop side is on the back and the two free ends, you see this here, the free ends here, the loop here, loops on the back, free ends are coming down the front. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is tape it down. We don't want our dowel to go on an adventure, because then our fishtail knots would go on an adventure. Everybody who's ever watched me do macrame knows for a fact that I am bad at rights and lefts and I am bad at knots, but I am trying this for you guys today, so let's keep our fingers crossed that I'm able to figure it out. In case you're curious, this is the second time I filmed this video so far because I am really bad at lefts and rights. Okay, so this is the loop end coming right down the middle here. And we have these two strands kind of overlapping it. We're going to call this fellow strand A. We're going to call this fellow strand B. All right, so with strand A, we're going to fold it kind of like a 4 with it on top of the left inner strand and underneath the right. See how that looks like a 4 over this one, under this one? We're going to go ahead and slide that all the way up there to the top, and then we're going to take strand B here and we're going to do the same thing where we do it over the right side and under the left side of the middle too. Okay, here we go, and slide it all the way to the top. All right, so you've got like a little X right here and you've got your strands hanging out. So we're going to do that again, over the left, under the right, slide it all the way to the top, and then this guy we're going to go over the right, under the left. And don't laugh at me if I have it wrong, because I probably will. Okay, I'm going to slide that all the way up and do the same thing again. Okay. Let's see, we're starting to get our little woven braid there. Over, under, over, under. It's another one of those things that Melissa gives me that's probably supposed to be meditative, and I'm probably not very meditative. I don't like things that have as much repetitive motion, but as you can see, we're getting that nice little fishtail look there, so let's keep going. Under, over, under, and I'm holding it because I don't want it to just, you know, completely unravel, because we want it kind of tight. It'll look better if it's tight, I think. Let's keep going. over, under, under, slide it up, tighten it up. And so Melissa suggests that we do this for about 3 inches, and it goes pretty fast once you get the hang of it. Okay. And what's nice is, so my board here is marked out in inches, so I can tell how far I've gone. And I've almost gone 2 inches here. So like I said, it really doesn't take a long time once you figure it out. See how nice that's looking? I can't believe I screwed it up the last time and had to refilm this. It's kind of crazy. It's one of those things that you don't realize that you're not good at until you try to start it. So just so that you know, even though this is actually my real job, sometimes I'm not good at the stuff I do either. So that just means that remember to be patient with yourself as you're learning something new. It's the best way to be. Because then I can say I did it, and I can be really proud of my work. And if I choose never to do it again, well, there you go. But at least I'll say I know how. When I was a little girl, people used to fishtail braid my friend's hair. I had a friend in the apartment complex where we lived whose hair was down to her butt. And it was the 80s, and I had Dorothy Hamill hair. And I just wished that I could have my little friend Danielle's hair so that I could get fishtail braids and stuff like that too, which is hilarious because I hated having my hair cut or brushed or touched in any way. So I don't know what I was thinking. I was just thinking that she looked like a princess probably, and that I looked not like a princess. Ironically, my hair is very short now, and I prefer it that way. Life's weird. But that's what always comes to mind when I do fishtail braids. So here we go. We have now done it just about 3 inches. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my, where'd my little yellow guy go? Hold on. I have some yellow thread around here somewhere, and it probably fell on the floor. Oh, it's in my lap. There it is. I'm going to get my yellow thread and untangle it, and then I'm going to wrap it around the end of this to hold it tight. So there's a couple of different ways that you can do that. Melissa's suggesting that we wrap it, well, she said 5 times, but I'm gonna wrap it more than 5 times because I am always skeptical about the 5-time wrapping situation. So I'm gonna wrap a bunch of times. I don't know about you, but my kid and my cats both like to play with my keychains, and that ends up being a disaster for me every single time. Now, a good way for this to not unravel for you is if you've got some at home. If you don't, no big deal, there's other options. But if you've got some at home, put a little dot of clear nail polish right there on that knot, and that'll help it not unravel. If you don't have clear nail polish, like some glue, something like that, that'll work. I'll probably put glue on it because I don't have any clear nail polish here at the library, just to help my knot not go crazy. So here's the last fun bit. What we're gonna do is we're gonna cut these guys off. I'm gonna cut them off like right here. Okay, and then we wanna unfray them. So I'm gonna just untwist mine so that there's a bits and pieces there frayed out. And then what you can do, Melissa suggests it, is to take a comb and fray those out even further, and then you can cut them into a fishtail, which I think is cute. However, of course, here at the library I also don't have a comb, so I'm going to fray it as best I can. But if you just want it to look like a tassel, sort of just what it's gonna look like after I untie these, see, just like that, that's fine. But if you kind of work at them, even just with your fingers, they'll start to fray out like that. And so you can make a fishtail, should you care, by cutting it, and then you can actually spray it with like starch that you use for ironing or hairspray, and it'll stay the way that it's supposed to stay. If you think I have either one of those here at the library, again, you'd be wrong. So then what you would do to get that fishtail would be to just kind of spread it out like that and cut like a shallow V there. So let's see here. See if I can do this. So there, I think we have a decent idea. And then you could spray that to look like a fishtail. All right, so that, as we take it off, then what you can do is just take it off right here. Stuck to myself, and slide it off the dowel. And so that it doesn't unravel, we'll want to put it onto that keychain basically right away. And so this is just your typical claspy keychain, and you'll just want to slide it right through those loops like that. And some of you guys have claspies and some of you guys have a bar, but they work all the same way, and it doesn't really matter which one you get. So there you go, and it'll kind of work its way, but that's all right. All right, so there is your fishtail keychain. That's today's project. Thanks for crafting along with me. Thanks for continuing to tune into all of our classes. And until I get to see you again in person, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep making, guys. Have a great night. Bye.